It's no secret Boston is a mecca for art lovers. Today we're going to visit a gallery on Newbury Street with one of our favorite Winthrop Center residents, Michael Carucci. And if we're lucky, we'll also get to see his personal collection.
Are you ready? This is going to be fun.
I'm Elise Bain, and I've been part of the Millennium Partners team for over a decade. On this show, with every new episode, I have the pleasure of taking you behind the scenes to explore what's made the Millennium Residences at Winthrop Center downtown Boston's fastest-selling property. Hint, it involves out-of-this-world food, impeccable service, and some crazy cool homes in the sky. You'll meet the people behind the five-star lifestyle, hear their secrets, get to know some of our very interesting residents, and live the life with me every step of the way.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, I want you to meet Christine Hangman from Gallery d'Orsay.
Nice to meet you.
My favorite gallery in the city.
I'm very excited to be here.
Michael's been a patron of the arts for many years through Gallery d'Orsay and other avenues as well. And he's always bringing me like new books to read, and your taste is very stable, that you know what you like and you walk in the door and you say, tell me about that.
And I think what the gallery here does extremely well is how they source new artists and emerging artists and bring them in and expose them to Boston. And, they continue to do it. How long has the gallery been here now?
We've been here almost 25 years, yeah.
You're constantly evolving in the art world, and to be able to say, believe it or not, you're in the same location for so long, it just speaks volumes of sort of the character and the integrity of the gallery.
Well, there are great stories behind some of these, so let me know if you're interested, because I'd love to share with you what I know. But you've got a lot to see here, so enjoy yourselves.
I wanted to meet Michael here because he's been collecting art for decades.
So here we have Salvador Dali. This particular work is called Demons. And Dali and his contemporary, Pablo Picasso, they were probably some of the greatest draftsmen to ever live.
Michael, tell me, what do you love so much about Picasso?
He's just unique. He's tenacious, his dedication to his craft. I'm a particular collector of his muses, whether it's Dora or Jacqueline or Francois, and how the women in his life influenced his work.
It's so interesting to spend time with Michael in the gallery, but I happen to know he has an amazing collection in his home at the Millennium Residences at Winthrop Center. Talking with Michael and his wife Marisela about art is such a treat. Their home on the 59th floor is the perfect backdrop for their impressive collection. As I came to find out, it includes everyone from Angel Boteo, a Puerto Rican artist whose work has deep meaning for Marisela as a native of Puerto Rico, to, of course, Michael's favorite artist, Picasso.
I truly feel like we're back in the gallery here. It's spectacular.
Yeah. It's eclectic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You have a combination of classic, postmodern, and contemporary, and they all seem to blend together. But I think art is so personal, and I believe that you collect what you like.
Yeah, it sounds like each piece is so meaningful and has, every time I'm sure you look at a piece in this home, it reminds you of something.
They all have a story.
They have a story. I love that.
They all have a story, yeah.
Well, I think we should talk about Rauschenberg.
The story?
I think that's a very interesting piece.
It is, yeah.
I mean, he's so famous, and this is what they call the combine. And he literally combined what is sculpture with actual paintings and drawings. And when you take a close look at it, it's a very interesting story that you can really tell what his background was and what was happening at the time. And Michael got this piece of work a long time ago, probably
before you were born.
Obviously, we have multiple different floor plans. Let's talk a little bit why you both chose this home in particular.
One of the things that I liked about this unit personally is that when you walk in, it's almost like the view is the most important thing in the unit. I love the water, in particular the ocean water. And I think that that was really important to me. But the sunrise in this unit is the most spectacular sunrise I've ever seen. Every morning I get up because of the beautiful sunrise, and I'll snap a picture and go back to bed.
Your home is so personal. You buy it to your personal needs and what they represent. And the flex room, for instance, the flex room, and not only the 9 unit, but other units in this building.
Right.
There's a variety of uses for them. They can be third bedrooms in some cases, but I like to cook, and we created our flex room as a separate dining room, and it really worked out well. But this is not Millennium's first rodeo.
Yeah.
What they did here from the amenity side, from the LEED certification side, it's just, they've done a phenomenal job.
I couldn't leave Michael and Marisela without getting a tour of their collection. It was like being back in the gallery again, and they were such gracious hosts. I got an up-close look at the Rauschenberg, as well as other beautiful pieces they have. We also saw the Angel Botea works Marisela talked about, including a sculpture and a series of paintings in the Flex dining room. Finally, we arrived at Michael's favorite piece, a Picasso, of course.
And this was Jacqueline. This was Picasso's second wife. He painted her over 400 times. What reminded me about this painting is it reminded me of Marisela reading her medical books.
There's a lot of similarities here.
Right?
Oh, it looks like this photograph
Right?
of me.
Yeah.
Well, Michael and Marisela have definitely mastered the art of living well at the Millennium Residences at Winthrop Center.
I just want to say thank you so much for having me in your home. I've enjoyed my time thoroughly here, and I loved seeing your collection.
Oh, you're welcome. Come by anytime.
So I couldn't end this episode without getting a little help from them.
I'm Elise Bain, and here we live the life.